Hey guys, Obtelos here and welcome to another presentation. This time, this is why I'm a Dimitri simp. Yeah, I feel like this is self-explanatory, but he is hot. Alright, let's continue to number 1. Dimitri is very polite. He will always respect you, you know. If you ever feel disrespected by a man, you'll tell Dimitri and he'll be like, oh no, how could they treat you like that? And he will hug the hell out of you. At least pre-timeskip Dimitri. Also, spoilers for Dimitri if you don't already know. But he is polite as hell. But this is only about pre-timeskip Dimitri. Timeskip Dimitri, not polite at all, but it's okay, we can work past it. We need that character development, you know? Moving on to number 2, Dimitri definitely gets flustered easily. A weakness of mine is when I see the boys, they're blushing, and I'm like, damn, I've caught feelings, I have emotions, and personally, I'm someone who blushes very easily, and so Dimitri and I, we can blush together. Like, I'll say something like, vaguely like, oh haha, wow, why would you say that? And then he would be like, blush, laugh a little awkwardly. Like, I love that. I love flustered boys, and Dimitri is a very flustered boy. Just look at that shy look. Like, bruh, that is just inviting you for more. Oh yeah, boy. All right, moving on to number 3. Dimitri has titties and ass, and to find this image, yeah, I had to do that. But dude, Dimitri is built, and with Dimitri being built, I know he has a solid ass, and I know his like man titties are like top tier, like JoJo style tits, you know. Like, this man just it looks good, and I hope if he gets in Heroes, I hope there's specifically that artist who draws the men with the big titties and ass, because I want that. I care about that, and I need this in my life. And so yeah, I would like to see more art featuring Dimitri Titty. Thank you. Moving on to number 4, Dimitri, unlike most characters, has character development. Good for him. He is a multi-dimensional character. He has so many different levels to him. He's deep as hell. You know, he goes from like polite, stuttering, oh blush, ee to like crazy mode. Like the second, like when he started doing like that laughing thing during the cutscene, because Blue Lions was the first raid I played, I was like, damn, this man going crazy. And I got so excited, like I started like getting up from my chair and like jumping, because the development was there and I was hyped up because I wanted to learn more about his character. And I care so much, and he's so fascinating to me. Not to mention at E3, where like the time skip got revealed, bruh, life changing. I didn't even recognize him. I was like, oh yeah, Edgar Claude, cool. I was like, who is that, bruh? It's Dimitri. I deadass didn't even notice my boy. And of course, that is when like the interest for Dimitri started picking up. Who the hell is this man? What is his story? Because no one saw this coming, and that's why his character development is incredibly sexy. Moving on to number 5. Oh yeah, so basically Dimitri can love Byleth, and that means he's very patient, and he can like pretty much get along with anyone. Because if you can somehow forge a relationship with someone who deadass never even freaking talks, that means that he's just gonna love me even more, because I tend to never shut up. Like, I feel awkward whenever there's a silence, and so of course my stupid brain feels the need to go and fill the silence just by talking. So I just think he would love the hell out of me, because I would absolutely never shut up. Our conversations would be so intellectual, and by intellectual I mean they'd be absolutely stupid. I would probably be talking about his ramen noodle hair, you know. He would just love me. I just think our bond, our connection is there. Speaking of our connection, he has childhood trauma, and so do I, and so we can definitely bond over this together. And this is also another conversation for us to talk about. Like, yes, Dimitri has baggage, but don't we all? I think we can just all, you know, heal and work together. Maybe his baggage is a little more than the average person's, but you know what? I think that's okay. Like, I think we can work through it together, and I can be his like therapist, and we can just we can love each other, and I'll love him despite his flaws. And so yeah, I just think we could have a great conversation about the one time, you know, I accidentally told a server to enjoy their meal after they bought me my food, and he can be like, yeah, you know, I watched the entirety of my family die, and I'm like, damn, that shit sucks. Like, I just think we could have such a tight bond when we discuss these topics. Oh yeah, spin around, baby, Dimitri, spin around. All right, moving on. So Dimitri eats weeds, and this is like a less known fact, but you know, when he's with Dedu, you know, Dimitri considers eating the weeds in the garden, and that means that this man has a stomach of iron, meaning that he can handle my cooking. So when I make him raw mac and cheese, he will just eat that shit up, because he is not a picky eater. He will enjoy it, he won't complain, and he'll compliment you. He was like, damn, that shit was hella good, and like meanwhile it's like literally like burnt to a crisp. Like, he would deadass love my cooking, and that also means I could be a stay-at-home mom while he works, and so that is also just another benefit, because that means I just don't have to do anything, and I can make shitty food, and he would love it. Onward to number 8. Dimitri is definitely a fantastic boyfriend, and by correlation, husband. Like, literally, he would surprise you with dates. He would just treat you so freaking well. Like, he's definitely the type of person to like come home from work, and so he would like come home from work and he would bring flowers home for you. He'd be like, hey babe, and I would be like, hey Dimitri, and we would kiss and we would go to sleep. And I just love that. He would just surprise me with dates, and he would treat me so well. Like, he would definitely pay the bill if we went out to dinner. Like, every time I'd be like, no babe, I'll cover it this time, and he's like, no, don't even think about it, I've got you covered. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Dimitri, you didn't have to. Like, oh my god, he would be such a nice boyfriend. And we could also go to like the goddess tower and like sit and watch the sunset, and he like has his arm around me and he's like, oh my gosh, you know, you're my best view. And I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you. Like, wow, oh, the simpery is real. He would just treat me so well. You know, and in exchange, I would just help him with his baggage. I'd be like, yes, tell me about your problems. Let me hear it, because I genuinely care. Like, I care about Dimitri's issues. I want to know what is wrong, because I want to be there for him, because I know that he will always be there for me. It's a mutual interest. Mutual interest is incredibly important in relationships, and we would definitely have this mutual interest. Moving on to number 9. Oh my god, the amount of brain damage that I suffered when I saw his alternate time skip hairstyle. Oh my god, he is so hot. Like, his hair pulled back is like the sexiest thing I've seen in my entire life. He did not have to snap like this. Like, look at him, he's smiling. Like, oh my god, it looks so good. And all like the wild strands, like, and it kind of represents about how he's trying to like tie his life up. Like, he's trying to put his life back together, but in the end, his life is still an absolute mess. It sucks. Life is hard. But oh my god, does he look so sexy? Like, he just looks really, really hot. Like, they did not have to snap like this. Also, that like coupled with like his outfit, oh my god, like, life changing, literally life changing right here. And by outfit, that brings me to my next and final point. Dimitri is huge. You compare him to other people, the way he just stands there, like, wow, what a big guy. Like, ooh, like, I look at Dimitri in his outfit and I'm like, oh, like, this is peak performance right here. Like, his cape and all the furry must be so heavy, but he can carry it. Like, he's just that big. Not to mention his shoulders are like so wide, but his waist is really tiny. Like, how does he do that? Like a king? Like an absolute king? Oh my god, like, I eat this shit up. So yeah, I would just really like to be crushed by him, to be completely honest. Like, I would thank him. I really would, you know, if you accidentally crack my skull while hugging me, like, that's okay, babe. Like, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Speaking of thank you so much for checking out this video. Check out the other videos in this series. I talk about Ferdinand and Crom. Crom stands Rise Up. Check out my Fire Emblem Hunger Games video. Is hella good, and don't miss out on the hype. And definitely make sure to like and subscribe for more Fire Emblem content. Leave a comment down below talking about your feelings about Dimitri, because I want to hear it. Let's have conversations about him, because he is a man that needs to be talked about and he needs to be celebrated. Anyways, my name has been Altells. Thank y'all so much for watching. Whoa, I forgot how to talk. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.